I could almost say that spots in San Diego there were more spots in San Diego back then than there was in LA.
That's probably what I was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that it seemed like San Diego used to have a lot of spots, and LA didn't until people started really skating and filming in LA, and then they unearthed.
Yeah,
there's 1,000 times more stuff than there is in San Diego down there.
Because they knobbed like all this school. I remember skating this school a bunch too. I can't remember the name of it. It's got the over the rail in the bank thing there too.
That's not Brooklyn, is it?
No, it's
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Roosevelt. But the spots were so good, but they capped everything down there.
Yeah,
they really skate
Ohio.
Yeah. Man, dude, I went by there. That's completely gone now.
Really?
Yeah,
Washington.
I drove by against right the freeway right there, and I was like, I look completely gone. And this is
yeah. So this is
sports arena. I mean, huge. Switchback.
I had that trick really good then.
Did you?
Yeah. And you know what's funny is I remember always telling my friends afterwards and stuff. I'm like, dude, I think I closed my eyes when I did it because I don't remember doing it. And then
blacked out.
Yeah, and then listening to your guys' show with all these people talking about like blacking out during tricks. I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing that literally happened to me.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just
And then
remember rolling away like,
riding away.
what the hell happened? Like
How many tries?
Wow. Not a lot. Probably like 20. Which wasn't a lot for me.
And then in the storm, it was in the storm you switch pop shoved it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I feel like switchbacks for that time was next level.
Psycho.
Oh,
yeah.
All day.
Yeah, I honestly felt like I kind of almost went there on a whim, like one of those things. But that right there is probably like the most defining moment of my life, I would say, because that was the one time where it was so evident to me that that I was capable of doing something that I didn't think I was capable of doing, or that I didn't know I was capable of doing. And it just it was like, holy shit, maybe, I've always been kind of second guessing what I'm capable of doing and what I could do, and holding myself back a little bit. So that was such a defining moment for me in terms of just like my life perception and perspective. I feel like. Was
that pre-planned, or was that like something that you kind of like, I'm going there today to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
It was pre-planned.
Okay.
But again, it was kind of just like a Hail Mary almost. Like maybe it was just switchbacks at 180'd it.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was like, I'll
damn,
try
you
it,
showed
man.
him up, huh? Wow. You just went after him.
Yeah. It had already come out a while ago.
Did you film that early on in the part or like towards the end?
That was pretty early on, I think.
That helped so much while filming a video part.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, that's like, now you just got to fill in the gaps and things like that. But I mean, it was so much less planned out than in terms of like, at least for me, I just was like winging it. I'm going to go skate. We'll get some tricks. I mean, it took even a while even to where we would be like, okay, let's go to this spot and try to do this trick, which I feel like really takes your skateboarding up the next level instead of just having to like skate whatever you're at that day,
right?
And try to like maybe come up with something. It's going to be pretty maybe average at best.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because like back then I feel like few and far between. I mean, maybe we're getting into the era where you're going out and like actually trying to film a trick. But I mean, at least up here, it was kind of like just going out and filming.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you had.
No.
Sometimes you did have plans, right?
If we're going to Van Owen Bump today, all right.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But it's
But back then, though, when you're skating with like Kenton Russell and like Josh Casper, and you guys are like
flying.
No, huge ass gaps.
Yeah.
Then you guys kind of battle for spots. Then to those levels, like, oh, there's this huge gap. I don't want fucking Josh to see this because he'll skate it too. Was there any like keeping spots in a hush back then?
So remember the 3-bedroom house I talked about? Casper lived in that with us.
Oh, okay.
So we would go. I mean, there was like a year probably there when we had first met that we were like skating a lot. But dude, I would never even touch the stuff he would. Like he would jump down the gnarliest shit where I'm like, go for it, man. Like
even Canton, he was
Canton
like
too.
flying.
gnarly.
Yeah.
In a league of their own.
Right.
Yes.
But in the sense of like the sports arena and stuff like that, like you guys wouldn't session stuff together?
Sometimes.
Okay.
In the Evolve video, I think that Tyrone mentioned, there's a friend section in there where I had a nollie half cab down sports arena, and I think it was the same session that Tyrone had gotten a bunch of tricks, and so we used to session it a lot.
And then when you saw Jeremy Wray Ollie the whole damn thing,
that You've been there, I'm assuming, right?
I've never been there.
Oh, it's big.
It is.
I can just tell by the video. It's huge.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things you see where you're like, dude, that would be so gnarly. And then there's some things that you see and you're just like, that's not even a spot.
I mean,
and that's not a spot.
He didn't even have that much runway up
No.
there.
He's done this a couple times, guys.
Dude,
the water
Yeah.
things are
Oh, God.
even way more out of hand than that is.
Well, it just
Okay,
when you
I
see
gotta
the
go check that out. I haven't
that
seen
shit
that.
is psycho.
Well, that's just sketchy.
Yeah, when you see the run up to like the sports, the three, with the triple set, you just don't think with the run up with what's going on, like, okay, it's not really possible.
Yeah.
But then you see the Buster Bale that Thrasher did. You get a ramp.
Oh, you get a ramp in
And
it.
you're like, switch flip. People are frontside flipping it and all
It's
this
the
stuff.
same thing as Wallenberg.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You know, there's only so many things were possible. Bombing the hill and then coming into the school and then just skating the stairs. But when you put a drop in, whatever.
There's something too to the drop in where you know your speed's right. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Like you're not exhausted from the push up.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
That's
something to it
exhausting
that makes it
itself.
easier.
Yeah.
Right.
That is absolutely
Look at that shot.
gigantic.
It's insane.
It's psycho, dude.
I mean, look at where he is relative to that second set.
He would. I mean,
He pushed to that.
Yeah. Oh, he threw down, right? He threw down and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psycho.
What video was this in? Was this in the audio video? No.
It was a Transworld
I think.
video.
Okay.
It was in like 16 millimeter section, I think.
Yeah.
Or-
yeah.
yeah.
True. That's right.
Yeah.
That's so.
Only one
gnarly.
that's ever done that, right?
I mean,
Yeah, with by itself
Pushing.
with no.
listen.
with
cover
no ramp.
up the right side of it right here and just look at the double set. Even double set's huge, and then you add that extra set. Wow.
Yeah, I could not believe when I saw that. That was an era too where it was like every month, like Heath was putting out something that
Yeah.
was so gnarly, or Rowley. Or it was
True.
just like, man, there's so much heavy stuff going down at that time.
What about the gap that Josh Casper Ollie with the DJ at the bottom? Did you?
What about it?
What did you think when that was going on, dude? Because I went to that. I've been to that gap. It's next to Sarah
I
High
think-
School. It is.
It's massive.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Did you
And-
think it was a little too much that he had a DJ there? Maybe.
Wait, why was there a DJ there?
Exactly.
Exactly.
He brought the DJ. Listen, I got
So,
this.
I
I got
mean-
this trick I want to do. I
Yeah.
need the tunes.
Well, he. I think he tried it with the DJ and didn't do it, and then went back without the DJ. And did it. But so it was this like it kind of it's similar to the that Sheckler kickflip at that Costco.
Yeah.
But the gap is just really far to the rail.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, before you drop down. So that's what's gnarly about it. But
right.
I mean, Casper was just so on his own thing, man.
Right.
That guy was so entertaining to watch.
Speaking of Casper, me and Chris just saw him recently at
Really?
Street League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Hadn't seen him in years, bro.
Oh, that's great. I would love to see him. I haven't seen him in a really long time.
I mean, talk
Yeah.
about coming in and making himself known.
Yeah.
In the
doubt.
industry, right?
No doubt.
We could have a whole episode talking about Casperholics.
Oh my god, Casper.
Oh yeah.
The Maple years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great years. You turned pro for Maple. Must have been. I mean, that was a great when the